Well, hey, everybody, and good evening. Happy Wednesday to everyone as you log on. I'll give you guys just a moment to do so. If you're jumping on live, I'd absolutely love it if you say hello and let me know where you are watching from. Hey, guys. Hey, happy Wednesday. Thanks for jumping on. Do me a favor, a solid, would you? Would you do me a favor and tag, share, like, etc., etc. But more importantly, make a comment, say hey, say what's up, say hey, how you doing? It helps my algorithm. It keeps me moving forward. Hey, from California. I'm not sure where from in the Bay, but welcome. I promise you will be entertained, intertwined, and engaged on tonight. It's another one of those increased media moments. Hey, sissy, thank you for logging on. And again, if you are watching live, do me a favor. Go ahead, tag a friend, share with a friend, invite a friend. Oaktown, yee. Very good. Oakland in the house. I'm glad about it because we are talking about an Oakland event coming to you in the immediate future. And I am here with visionary, creator, chef. Listen, she's so many things. I'm not really sure how to put them all collectively and collaboratively together for you to even get it. But I promise by the time we finish this discussion on tonight, you are not only going to want to go hang out at this phenomenal upcoming event, but you're probably going to want to know her. She's pretty cotton picking awesome. I like her. We call her Chef Rene in this thing. Hi, Nene.
Hey, Dion. How are you?
Hey, I'm fabulous. I'm
Thank you
super
for having me.
Man, I'm grateful to have you. I wish I was somewhere near you and your kitchen. That would probably have made me feel a little bit better on tonight. But otherwise, I'm glad to have you here.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
just glad to hang out and to be able to introduce to some and present to others. Um, Renee is a force to be reckoned with, probably one of the most talented people that I know on so many extreme levels. But more importantly, when it comes to this kitchen and this seamstress business, listen, bar none. And you put them together, and there is destined to be an explosion. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about what you have going on. And again, for those that have never met you, I want you to introduce yourself a little bit. And yeah, I want you to talk about you like you are the phenomenal you that I know you to be.
I
Let's
can
do it. Let's do it, Nay.
I can't believe you did this to me. I thought you were going to do my intro. Well, hi everybody. Thank you so much for joining Dion and I tonight. And Dion, thank you so much for having me. This is really awesome.
Absolutely.
Um, and I love Dion. She talked about how much she loves me. I love Dion. I love what she stands for. I love how she is a people connector. I love how when I see her, I just feel so good. Just touching her feels good. So I
Me
just want to
too.
thank you for just letting me be in your circle and loving me like you do.
Absolutely.
So I am Chef Renee Johnson. I am the owner of Blackberry Soul Fine Catering. I've had Blackberry Soul now for over 15 years.
Mhm.
I think that what makes Blackberry Soul so unique is that we are one of the top caterers in the Bay Area. And I say one because I have so many wonderful chefs in our community that are based out of Oakland, and we love on each other all the time. So I'm going to just say that I'm one of them. We specialize in corporate catering. We specialize in making sure that everyone has the same experience when they take a bite of our food, meaning that we make sure that our vegans, our gluten-free client customers, everybody gets a chance to have a wonderful experience.
Mhm.
I am a cookbook author that's being sold on Amazon right now. It's called From My Heart to Your Table, and it is a vegan and traditional soul food cookbook. So every recipe inside of my cookbook is interchangeable. So if it's vegan, you can take the meat, add the meat, and it tastes delicious. If it's traditional, you can take the meat out, and you will not miss a beat.
Wow.
And my new love and passion is I am bringing something that has been dear to my heart for a long, long time. Is I am launching a culinary fashion line. It's something that I've been wanting to do for years. And what inspired me to do it is I wanted to find a chef jacket that rang true to who I am. I love color. I love brightness. I love who we stand for as people. I love my African heritage. So I decided to create an apron and a chef line inspired by my African heritage. Um, and with that platform, also, it allows me to use, with my line, it allows me to bring exposure to something that's very true and dear to me, which is children eating healthy and children eating real food. I am always thinking when I even do my catering about people being healthy. So that's how I cook. And even though it's soul food, it doesn't have to be heavy and rich and
Mm-hmm.
those things like my grandmother
Mm-hmm.
did. So I've been able to take my grandmother's recipe and put my own spin on it and still pay her her homage, because
Right.
without her, I would be nothing.
Right.
And then also just, you know, elevate it a little bit, meaning that I just made it, put a little modern twist on it. So
Mm-hmm.
with my culinary line, I want to use this platform to bring some awareness to what our children are experiencing and how they can eat real food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that, and I have a hard time with the word healthy because I think that sometimes healthy can sound scary or heavy
Right.
or
Right.
all these different things are hard to do or expensive. But
Mm-hmm.
I just want, you know, everybody to know that they can do things with baby steps. And so I'm using my fashion show as a platform to support another organization that I love, which is Healthy Black Families Inc., which is based out of
Mm-hmm.
Berkeley. Because one of the things that's really clear is that one out of every six child in the United States is overweight or obese or considered
It's the
obese
truth.
or has a weight
It's the
issue.
truth. Uh-huh.
And so, and if we catch it now, that can make sure that we don't, our children don't grow into diabetes and high blood
No, for real.
pressure
Mm-hmm.
and you know cancer and all those other things that we can help. You know, if we can just steer them just even a little bit, it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we grew up, you know, we had PE and we played outside and
Right.
all these things and drank from the water hose and did all these different things that our
Mm-hmm.
children are not doing right now. And so
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure that I support our babies the best way I can.
And that's a big deal, especially what you just shared. I think especially in Black and Brown communities, there are several different things that we don't necessarily consider on a regular base. And, you know, in our culture, everything is surrounded by food, from church to mosque to, girls' night out to a dinner date. Everything is surrounded by food. And I think the fact that you are marrying not just the idea of regular food, but marrying vegan food with traditional comfort food and making sure they're interchangeable is huge.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's something that's been really important to me.
Mhm. I would agree. And I think that, well, for myself, and again, because you know that my son had brain and spine cancer. So we had to go full vegan. And it was hard. It was hard.
Right.
It was scary. But with recipes like what you offer, it simplifies it 100%. I love that.
Absolutely.
Excuse me. So I want people to understand that this isn't just about food. I need them to see what you've designed specifically for the kitchen. Your color, I call it classified culinary wear, honey, because you have turned what people would call a basic apron. And I grew up watching my grandmother cook in an apron.
Yes.
Um, I grew up
Yes.
serving at repasts and things like that. And so I had to wear an apron to keep myself clean, to make sure the food was, sanitary, things of that nature. But baby, you've taken it to the next level. Let me just show these people a little bit of what you do. Wait, one second.
Yes. That's
Bam. I'm talking about well, I know some of it is kente cloth. I don't know what you call it specifically, but you explain some of the fabrics and the this one right here is just sexy.
That's my sexy one. Those are going to
Oh,
be at the fashion
that's
show.
a sexy apron, honey. That's sexy.
That's the sexy one.
Yes.
That's me in that. You know what's also wonderful about it? I designed that head wrap that they're looking at right now. I have one on my head right now, but what made me do it was so many times I'm walking out the door and, even though I have locks, they're all over my head. I'm in the kitchen. And even sometimes when I'm in the kitchen, just to make sure that I'm safe and we don't have hair falling and things like that, because all that stuff is important.
It
I
is.
designed a head wrap to match my aprons. Um, and so that's what you just saw right there. What's
Mhm.
also really neat about the aprons, if you could put another one up,
Sure.
let me see if I have one
Let me
that.
see. Yes, it is Renee, Miss Jamila. Look, Jamila is like, is that
Hi, honey. I just saw her.
Renee? She says she want to make your honey cornbread. How
Oh,
about that?
absolutely. Remembers that when she was a little girl. That is so amazing.
Let me see. There are so many, Renee. Look, I got pictures. Uh-oh. They said that file was too large, honey. That picture had too much fancy stuff in it. Wait 2 seconds.
What I want everybody to see is that on the aprons, and I should have put one um, on the aprons, what's great about it, and it's great for the home cook, for the professional cook. You have your thermometer and pen holder, and then also you have your pockets. And then on that one there, it doesn't see it on that one, but also I have added a cell phone pocket onto
Oh,
the
wow.
aprons. And the reason why I did that, so as I'm developing them and putting my spin on them and doing different things with them, I'm always losing my cell phone in the kitchen, and I'm always wondering which one of my staff has my cell phone. So I added a cell phone pocket to the aprons. And the other thing that anything that I make, I always put something different, and that's a different thing from anything that's on the apron. And then it's one of my signature pieces.
Mm,
So the attachment on that particular apron is different from every single piece of that apron because that lets you know that it's a signature piece by Chef Rene Johnson.
okay. Very good. That's super neat.
Mm-hmm.
It's neat. They're all pretty much one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been outside and seen anything fashioned quite like you do it. I love the mix and the match patterns, but more than anything, I think the fact that you can take your apron off and keep your head wrap on and do it moving, and it's
Absolutely.
just it's incorporated in your whole get up for the day. Listen, that in and of itself is an additive, right? That's a plus. So,
You know what about that head wrap? I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. I got a pin in this one. Um, so my head wrap today, I thought it was gonna be cold, and so I wore my head wrap, and then I realized it wasn't cold. So I took my head wrap because I'll use it like this too. Because it's one piece. And so I had my sweater on today, and then I just wrapped it
oh, cut
around
it out and
like a
made it look
scarf.
right.
Uh-huh.
That's so cute and jazzy. I love it,
It's
Renee.
so cute. So
I
you can
love
wear
it.
it as your head wrap, you can wear it as a scarf. And it's
Right.
just, and I had a sweater on today. I was going into the city, and it was absolutely perfect.
Nice. I love it. I love everything about that. So tell the people a little bit about who will be some of your models for this flavor fashion show.
So what I did is I wanted to incorporate some or include some of our local celebrity chefs out of Oakland in
Nice.
the Bay Area. So
Nice.
I have our wonderful chef Mimi is going to
Chef
walk the
Mimi.
catwalk, and she's
Yes.
fabulous.
Yeah.
I have Pound Business. Nicole and Reggie are going to do his and hers.
Nice.
They're going to walk the catwalk.
Nice.
Chef Tirza is going to walk the catwalk.
Nice.
Wanda's Cooking, who makes some of the best chow chow ever.
Oh, wow.
She sells her chow chow at Calabas. Calabas, I think I'm saying it right. The
Okay.
food is amazing. So she sells that. And you know what else I'm doing is my sister is launching her dessert and appetizer company. She's always wanted to do this. I have a baby sister that I'm madly in love with. And She is launching her appetizer and desserts company called Sugar and Salt. And
Nice.
she makes this banana pudding cheesecake that
Oh,
will make you want to line up a whole bunch of mamas and slap them.
oh, and not line up a whole bunch of them.
A whole bunch of them, just all of them. It's just so amazing. So
Love it.
she's gonna launch her business at the fashion show as well.
Nice. Nice.
Hmm.
And then you have additional vendors that'll be there as well. I know you have a couple of different sponsors. Bawapa is sponsoring a portion, I think, if I'm not
Uh-huh.
mistaken. And share some of that, some of the supporters of what it is that you do.
I'm super excited to have the support of some of my favorite clients and some of my favorite people. So Bawapa, I'm a member of Bawapa. I work actively with them in a lot of projects. I'm their caterer, and so they're
Nice.
supporting us, and they're sponsoring us. I have Oakland Chamber of Commerce. Same thing. You'll see the fashion show on all of their posts and all their newsletters. I have City of Oakland is going to donate waters and some things like that, so we'll have a really good swag bag.
Nice.
I have who else? A couple of other people. Oh, well, we're going to support Healthy Black Families Inc. So some of the proceeds from our ticket sales are going to go towards them. And I don't know. It was a few other ones that were on there. I'm not looking at my flyer, but I am excited to share this platform with them. It's going to be a really good show. You know what else is happening at the fashion show is not
What's
only
that?
are you
What's that?
you're going to get great food. So we're going to do blackberry cobbler. I'm going to do a cobbler bar there, and we're going to do
Nice.
sweet potato waffles and fried chicken. I'm going to do
Nice.
some pondu, which is a cassava leaf soup that's African. It's from
Nice.
Senegal, the one that I'm going to make. My
Wow.
children love it.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And it's super spicy and super hot. And the hotter it is, the better it tastes, believe it or not.
Wow. I'm gonna need some of that
Girl,
specifically.
it is just off the chain good.
Yeah.
My grandchildren are like, Grandma, are you making pondu? Are you making pondu? You're making pondu. And
Right.
I make it all the time. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to do some shrimp and grits. So we have a really
Nice.
good menu.
Right.
Then what else is fabulous is the lady and the voice are going to be the MCs, and they're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
They're,
that's everything. That's gonna be a big deal.
it's
Just
such a
the
big deal.
whole event, I'm sure, is going to be a huge deal. I think that number one, especially if you're a foodie in the Bay Area, and you are looking for a worthwhile event to attend, my suggestion would be that you stop by on October the 21st, Saturday, and you stop by and not only stick your head in the door, but enjoy the fashion show, eat some amazing food, be entertained by some incredible host and hostess. And that again is the lady and the voice. They're the guest MCs for the evening. That's going to be at Agency Oakland. And that's on Livington Street, 2150 Livington Street, there in the city of Oakland. And the doors open at about 5 p.m. and the show itself starts at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Um,
Let me say this. What's
yes,
great about that too is that I know people can be a little concerned about Oakland. It's in Jingletown, which is on the cusp of Oakland and Alameda. It's
right.
really, really a nice area. We have secured parking, and we also will have security for people's cars to be safe, so we can do everything that we can to ensure that people get to their cars safely, and because
Hmm.
that is a concern for people.
It is.
Oakland oakland's
It's real.
reputation is not as like it's not like what it used to be. It's
Right.
still got the vibe, it's still funky, it's still good, we're still connected, we still love and support each other, but we got some little issues going on in Oakland right now. But
It's
I
real.
did my best to make sure that we are all safe that night, because it is going to be a huge event. The other thing is that I won't be able to sell tickets at the door because it's Oakland. So if you're going to get your tickets, you need to get your tickets now, because it's definitely going to
Mhm.
sell out. I think about all of our other events that we've had have been pretty huge. So this one is destined to do the same thing. So if you're going to get tickets, you need to get your tickets now, because we're not going to sell any tickets at the door. It's just
Good
not
deal.
safe for us to do it. So
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
No.
if you're going to do it, get your tickets now. You can get them off of our website www.blackberrysoul.net or
Mhm.
Eventbrite.
And I think I believe that's up. It was up. I'm going to share it in the actual comments so that if in fact you are interested not only in attending, but also inviting a friend, um, hanging out with somebody with that blackberry.net. We just took that off, but I've also shared in the comments themselves the ways to grab tickets to make sure that you get the tickets before the actual date of the event. So not only can you enjoy the amazing food, but you can take a look at some of these phenomenal, unique, heritage dedicated aprons. I think that are going to do something very, very different. I think just for our community. So I'm excited. I need mine. I
Hmm.
definitely want a head wrap. Love
Uh-huh.
wrapping my head. You hear me? Love wrapping my head, and it's winter. So, honey,
It,
listen. Is there anything specific that you want the people to know outside of what you've already shared?
I want to talk about the event itself a little bit more too. I want people to know what they can experience at the event. It's not just a fashion show.
Mhm.
I've been talking about it saying it's about food, fun, and fashion. Armand is going to close the night out with us dancing. And I told Armand that, we were going to party from my mama's time to my time to our kids' time. And
Very good.
everybody's supposed to leave on a stretcher with their feet hurting
You know
because
what?
it's
Needing to be revived, right?
absolutely. I want
Hilarious.
this event to be all about fun. It's not a networking event, it's a family friendly event. The other thing that's going to be really precious about it, I'm going to open up the event with all 10 of my grandchildren
The
walking
runway.
down walking down the runway. They're gonna walk down with me in aprons and chef jackets.
I love it. I love it. And
Uh-huh.
I know you've made them their own unique chef jackets and hats. If I don't know anything else, they have customized chef
They do.
jackets and hats. I know they do. I
They
love it.
do this.
I love it.
My granddaughter, I was in New York, and my granddaughter said to me, Grandma, I need a head wrap. She's going to school. I
Mhm.
said, You want a head wrap? She said, Yeah. I said, Why? Because you don't want to comb your hair? She said, Yep, absolutely.
I get it. She does not want to comb her hair. And why not be cute with uncombed hair underneath the bonnet?
I
Very
also, before we leave, I also
good.
want to show people how to use this head wrap because so many people want to wear a head wrap, but they don't know how to wrap their hair. And this head wrap is designed so you don't have to think. I was in downtown Oakland. Another chef had ordered one, and I was dropping off her head wrap and her apron, and I was showing her how to work it. I was down in downtown Oakland on Lake Shore, right by the Lakeshore Cafe, and I'm outside showing her how to wrap her hair. And this lady jumped out of her car and said, "Oh my God, I want one!" And
I
she
love
said,
it.
"Girl, you got to keep those in your car like they did back in the day with them old CDs." But what you
Right, with some cassette tapes.
Yes.
Shirts.
So what's great about this head wrap is that you're going to take it. It has a little elastic in it, and you're going to hook it behind your head, and then you're going to just take it and wrap it up. And the only secret you need to do is make sure that you think about this as a bang. So you grab that really tight, put it over your head, and bring it back around. And there your hair is wrapped. And then you play with it and make it feel, it'll do what you want it to do. And
Right, right.
it's so easy to
Convenient,
do.
convenient and cute.
Uh-huh. You can do it. I've done it in my car on my way to an event.
Right, jumping out. I love it.
Hmm.
I love it. That's everything.
And
That was
so I just
that
want
was
people to
all of
know how
2 minutes,
amazing it
right?
is.
That
Huh?
was that was all of 2 minutes.
All the 2 minutes. And you can play with it and, lay it how you want to lay it. And, sometimes it's not right like I want it. So I'll grab a little bobby pin or a pin and stick it down or whatever I want to do with it. And,
Right.
just kind of just play with it and,
I love it.
do this. And you can wrap it from the front or the back. So people who have hair are wrapping it from the front. People who don't have hair are wrapping it from the
From the
back.
back. I got it.
Uh-huh. So you can cover your hair up. And, people who have shorter hair are wrapping it from the back.
Okay. And
Hmm.
all of these items will be available for purchase at the event?
Yes, yes, they will. And then if you don't see something that you like, or when something walks down the runway, if you say, "Oh, I want that color," we will be taking special orders that night. There'll be order forms there.
Okay.
The other thing for those people who are chefs and they want to add their logo
Mm.
to the aprons or to the chef jackets, I
Mhm.
have a company that is going to that I've already contracted that will allow them to put their logo on the chef jackets.
Oh, nice, and
Mm-hmm.
customize them.
And
I
customize
love
them.
it.
Yes.
I love it.
So, yeah. So, like my sister's company is yellow and brown. So she'll be walking down. Well, she won't be walking down the runway because she's going to be working that night, but she'll be wearing her yellow and brown chef jacket. Um, Pound Business. They their logo is brown and yellow, so and black. So I have one that's already for them. Mimi's favorite color is red and white. Chef
Mhm.
Mimi. So her coat is being made right now. So
Mhm.
it's my sister who is a Delta. I mean not a Delta, an AKA. She's having gonna wear a jacket this color.
Nice.
So everything is like I try to think about who the person is and what's going on. I wanted to make sure that we have every color. So there'll be a yellow, a purple, a green, a pink,
Mm,
a blue. There will be men's jackets there as well that night.
nice.
So it's really going to be amazing.
I have a restaurateur that I would love for, well, actually a couple. I don't know if you've connected at all with Chez Soul, or I know without a shadow of a doubt they use Mardi Gras colors. So I know that would be something super interested for Miss Cheryl. She would probably really want to see this. I'm gonna have to share this live with her so she
And
can.
I don't know her. I
Oh
no, and I went and
no.
ate at her restaurant and she was not there. I've only been, girl, I am always working. So if
Hmm.
I get a chance to go somewhere, I love for people to feed me. And when I went, she was not there. And I ate everything but the plate the food was on.
Right, and I agree. And well, her daughter Chantel, who runs the business now, but I'm gonna have to connect you with them because Chantel always wears chef jackets. That's what I
Mhm.
noticed about her. So I know she'd love to have a custom one. This look, I'm excited to see the outcome. I'm excited more than anything because I truly think you're on to something. I think not just with the customization, but really with the dedicated cultural theme. I think that's a big deal. I think we deserve that. I think
Oh,
that we put the C in cooking. I think that we put the F in food without a shadow of a doubt. We put the flavor in everything that we do, so much so that honey, listen, Ming Lee and all the rest of them cooking soul food. Now it may not well,
well,
Juan and Luis and all of them cook making greens and stuff. Now they might not be greening, but they cooking them right
yes,
because we put
absolutely.
the C in cooking. We really even look from back in the day, the food that would borderline kill you, hog maws and fatbacks. If you can make hog maw and fatback edible, you some kind of bad. But to be
Girl, that is so true.
listen, if you can take what they threw away and make it not only palatable but desirable, you a bad something. I think sometimes we are some bad somethings.
We totally are. And you know what else about our culture and food is, our culture, we do soul food, but so many, our Jamaican food, our Senegalese food, our Nigerian food. I don't even make oxtails anymore like my grandmother makes them. I
Mhm.
make them Nigerian style
Oh
now.
wow.
Uh-huh. It's so many different things that we make mac and cheese this way, and all my children gifted me the best thing ever. It's
Hmm.
a cookbook that's I have all these grandmother recipes from all around the world that are
Wow.
black, from
Okay.
Africa, and how they do things. So they make greens like us, but they put turmeric in it and
Mhm.
cardamom in it and all these different leaves in it, and it's just amazing.
Mhm.
They have no clue how beautiful we are in the kitchen. And I say beautiful because we simply are. And that was one of my inspirations behind the cook, but behind my aprons and stuff like that. I will always throw in something African. If I could wear something African every single day, I would. When I
Mhm.
was doing my cookbook and I was getting my pictures done, and I had a beautiful photographer doing my stuff, and she kept wanting to put it in that simple white and slate and things that don't represent who I am. And I said to her, listen, I am taking my cookbook. I said, I'm not the soul food cookbook. We didn't drink in mason jars.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it. But we are elegant. So I made my cookbook very elegant. Everything is gold. And inside the cookbook, you'll see African fabric laid throughout the whole
Yeah.
cookbook because
Yeah.
it represents who we are. And that's what this
I
line
agree.
was about.
I agree. That's what this line is about. That's what this flavorful food is about. But I think the combination of the two, coupled with your natural hospitality, your consistent, courteous effort to make everyone feel at home when they eat your food, the way the food is plated. Now, I don't know about anybody else. I cannot stand a messy plate. The way food is plated is everything for me, right? And you do all of that so well. I will never ever forget that I hate warm potato salad. I hate it. I hate it. But baby, you can make mine hot, probably you, and I'll eat it. I said, am I eating warm potato? And ate every grunion,
You
and I mean
did.
the last morsel.
You did.
And I meant it, and I would do it all again.
Dion, you know what I have to do for you is my children, and I'll see you soon. My children, especially my one that's in New York, would come home and I would make potato salad for dressing for her. And then what she would do is we'd wrap it up and she'd take it back to New York. So when she was at home, she would boil her potatoes, cut her eggs up, and pour my salad dressing over it, and have my potato salad like I was at her house. I'm gonna get you some.
Oh, I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You mean I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna say thank you in advance. I'm looking forward to it. That will be phenomenal. That will be
My food
phenomenal.
son
I
here
love it.
in Oakland he's like, Mom, I'm out of potato salad sauce. They call it potato salad sauce.
Potato salad sauce.
And they
Oh
just boil
wow.
their potatoes. They chop up their eggs and put the salt and pepper on it, and put some salt and pepper on it, and pour my sauce over it. And it's like I'm in their house.
Oh yeah, no lukewarm potato salad for me. I will absolutely positively pass. I don't want it.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
But hers, listen, give it, run it to me, please. I never thought I would say that. I like it usually really, really cold, and I
Me
like
too.
it the next day because the onions have set. That's
Mm-hmm.
always, kind of like tuna or whatnot. But listen, everything she's ever cooked for me, not only to mange, but I devour it. I don't just eat it. It's a wrap. So listen, if you have not done so already, I would encourage you, I would implore you, I would entreat you even to take a moment, go to blackberrysoul.net. You can see the web address right there. I've also shared the link in the comments. You can also go to Eventbrite and simply type in the Flavor Fashion Show, and that's in the city of Oakland. Again, it's October the 21st. Doors open at 5 p.m. You want to make sure you get there comfortably. There is secured parking. There is security for parking. So don't fret, don't fear. Make sure you get your tickets ASAP. There will be no tickets sold at the door. And I'll be there. I'm going to absolutely have some sweet potato waffles. But
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you what I really want. I really want biscuits with that black or blackberry cobbler. So listen, I'm not sure what just happened. I think we may have lost connection, but we didn't necessarily get to say goodbye. If she pops back in, I'll throw her back online. But for now, for those of you that took the time to watch, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you are a foodie, listen, grab you. I'm sorry, grab a ticket, be there. You're going to love it. We look forward to seeing you again. That's October 22nd, 5 p.m., the city of Oakland. Tickets are available. The link is in the comments, and you'll see me and Rene there. The voice, Lady in the Voice, will be there. They'll be the host MCs for the evening. Oh, she was able to jump back on. Let's let her say, let her say good evening. Go ahead and say farewell to the peoples, Nay.
You guys, thank you so much for joining. And I cannot wait to spoil you guys all. Those of you guys who have ever came to one of my pop-ups, it's going to be equally as fabulous. You know, I'm known for that pop-up with the cobbler bar and blackberry jam cupcakes and blackberry lemonade and all these different things, fish and grits. So you guys will have an experience that you'll never forget. This one will be one. And it's not our first. This is our annual. We're going to do this next year as well. This is something that is truly due to me. And I want you guys to support our babies. Most important, forget about me. Support our babies. Let's make sure that they have the tools and the means and um, the funds that they need to be fabulous and have great healthy meals. I cannot wait to spoil you guys. After the fashion show, I told Armand I want him to kick it off with flashlight. So when you guys hear ding 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 ding, ding, everybody's supposed to hit the dance floor.
Oh, right, right. It's gonna be the turn up. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, and I love you. I look forward to this food, fun, and fashion-filled evening with some amazing people, amazing food, amazing company. And again, it's a family-friendly event. So we look forward to you not only being there, but remembering the experience. I'm a big firm
Mhm.
believer in making moments and memories. I think it's really important. Life is really short. Tomorrow is not promised. And days like this, events like this, where history is being made, where we're watching people grow and expand and become and evolve, are not only things to attend, but they're those little staples that I think in times passing you remember, and they bring a smile to your face. You ate good, you had fun, you danced a while, you laughed a lot, but more importantly, you saw some things that reminded you of when your grandmother was in the kitchen. My grandmother always had on an apron. So I'm looking forward to it. Whole bunch. Any
I
last
thank you so
words,
much.
Renee, before we go?
No, I just want to give you a virtual hug and tell you I appreciate you. And I want to tell everybody I cannot wait to see you guys there. I'm sitting in front of my sewing machine. I'm sewing day and night, night and day.
You are.
So getting making sure that we don't have a fashion show with no fashions.
Right.
And so
That would not work.
uh-huh. So I just want to thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on October the 21st. Remember the
Absolutely.
doors open at 5 o'clock and the show starts to sizzle at 6.
At promptly at 6 p.m. I love
Yes.
it. I love it. And again, I love you. So listen,
Love you
guys,
too.
grab your tickets. Get prepared to have your taste buds tantalized with my dear sister friend, Chef Rene Johnson, right here, Bay Area native, doing amazing things with her food and her fashion. So love you, Nene. Thanks again for joining me. And this has been another Increase Media moment. I hope to see you guys there. Bye,
Bye.
guys.